So it is about 2 p.m. on Friday, and the house has been chaos for hours. Hope and I are leaving on her trip for nationals for her speech competition, which is a super big deal. So in 2 hours, we should be boarding our flight to Sacramento. So we're sitting here at the airport and Hope sees trash up there. Do you see it still?
Oh yeah, it's right there. How did they even get that up there?
I don't know.
It's like a modern art installation.
Feeling stressed?
Oh, that's an understatement.
The flight is late. Maybe 30 minutes late?
About an hour, actually.
She's very upset. It seems likely that we're going to miss our connection and probably fly into San Francisco and drive the rest of the way.
Which means I will fail. Because I won't have enough sleep.
That's not true.
Totally true.
I remember it was a swim meet and I was in gym class and it was like this big thing. The coach, he wasn't my coach, but he was a coach, and he taught gym class and he's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "If I'm honest with you, I feel sick." And he's like, "You know what? Some of the best athletic performances I've ever had in my entire life were on days when I felt sick." I crushed it that day. And you can crush it tomorrow.
I hope so.
There is no way that our bags are going to be on that conveyor belt. We are not supposed to be here. But we'll wait, see what happens.
I'm so tired.
She's tired. She's...
It's been a whirlwind of emotions today.
Observe, adjust, overcome, baby. That's what we...
You're not the one who's been prepping all year for this weekend and then had everything delayed.
We can do this.
Not great.
We are not sunk. There is one bright spot. Here, check this out. Do you see that big guy right there who's working?
With the cool hair.
Yeah, he's a fan. He recognized me and shook my hand. And he seems to have something to do with lost luggage. So, ace in the hole. So it looks like our baggage knows about a flight to Sacramento in an hour or so. So we're gonna see if we can get on the same plane as our baggage and not drive 3 hours and instead, I guess, fly one. And this makes her happy. I don't know. It's probably about the same arrival time in the end with all the baggage claim nonsense.
I don't know. I like planes. I like being in the airport. It's
So...
fun for me. I'm even holding the drone.
Hopefully this works out in the end. I need to make sure we're going to the right place. So bad news. He was trying to book us on a flight that's like an hour and a half from now on standby. So we'd be, I guess, hoping for the possibility that 2 other people were going to miss their flight and waiting an hour and a half to learn if that was it. We're just going to drive. So now we need to find rental cars. That way. We are here at the hotel. Thank goodness. So, you know, I had an issue with the people at United. They're like, okay, I get that their plane screwed up. They landed too hard. There's a mechanical, they either need to check something or fix something, and like the mistakes will happen. But as I'm working with the counter people to get it all fixed, that was my biggest frustration. It was like they're typing away, like 10 minutes goes by, they're not talking to me, they're non-communicative, they're making bad decisions because they're not asking me about anything. They're booking me on flights like the next day. You know, we have a competition. We couldn't do that. So it was a really hard day, but we've arrived.
Done. Yay!
I hate to be troublesome. I really do. Like, and then there's all this stuff that my friends give me about being Hilton of Sacramento. You have failed to meet expectations. We ordered 2 beds. Maybe you don't know how reservations work, right? Like maybe Hilton doesn't get the whole reservation concept. But what you do is you ask somebody what you want, and then you take that thing and you put it aside. You can't just tell someone who has a reservation that you don't have the room that they reserved. That's not what like Hilton of Sacramento, F. You get an F. It's the next day now, and Hope is off at nationals, and in the end, everything was okay. I gave her a good luck charm the last thing at night. I almost wanted to record giving it to her, but I don't know. It was like a moment, and breaking out the camera would have ruined that moment. But when I was her age, I would have just been finishing the worst year of my life. Right? It was my junior year in high school when I tried to kill myself, and it was headed into this summer in which things like started to change for the first time. Headed into that summer, I had a broken arm because I wrecked my car, and I couldn't get a job, and it was glorious. I really enjoyed not working. It was just what the doctor ordered. And, you know, that is when I got my head straight again. Just some time at the beach. Savage tan. Made a friend who rented out, like, beach rental chairs. And that was great. So I would just hang out with him. By the end of the summer, when kids were going off to college, I got that job too. That's when I decided I wanted to be a lifeguard. And to be a lifeguard, I decided to join the swim team. That's when I had, you know, some success. I joined the swim team, and I don't know if I've told much about this, but when I joined the swim team in high school, we did a meet or two. And things went well for me. I was going fast, and then they pulled me out of class one day and said, "Woody, you know, like, what's up with your grades?" And I was like, "They're okay. Like, I know I'm eligible." But it turns out that because I had had a broken arm the year before, I didn't get some of the credits for gym class that I needed. Because I didn't get those credits, I didn't have enough credits. It wasn't that my GPA was too low. It was that I didn't have enough courses, and I wasn't eligible. Like, there was some risk that they were going to make the swim team forfeit the 2 wins that we had. They didn't do that, but what they did do is they didn't let me compete for the rest of the year, right? So a lot of the swim team, I just missed it. I practiced with the team, And whenever they had a meet, I would have a day off. That sucked, but I just got in better and better shape until December when we got new grades and I was able to compete again. Circling back to Hope, what I gave her was my lifeguard whistle. The whole point of being on the swim team was to be a lifeguard. That's why I did it, so that I would be a good enough swimmer to get that job. This was an ocean lifeguard, more like Baywatch than the pool lifeguard you might be thinking. And the tryouts for it were just an athletic competition. There was no interview, there was no bias, just the stopwatch. 7 jobs, 70-something tryouts. I think it was 77 jobs for 77 people going for it. And it didn't look good. It didn't look good. I remember we were there and I was ready to try it. And my mom came with me and she saw the other competitors, right? And they're like grown-ups, not grown-ups, but they're college kids, right? They've got like their college swim caps on and they're Villanova and LaSalle and what have you, like swim team parkas and jackets and stuff. And she left and came home and told my family, like, it's not going to happen. Like, I've seen the other people and he's doomed. That he gave it a good effort, but that was it. There's no way that he finishes top 7 in this field. And I finished first. First place was what I got. And I kept the whistle from that job for, I guess it'd be, like 25 years, something like that. And it's in her pocket right now while she competes at Catholic Nationals. And I hope that it brings her good luck. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and you'll find out how she did.